Hello students, in this chapter we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 5 of your book, that is accounting equation. So what is accounting equation? So it is just a basis for double entry system. Means for understanding the double entry system, it's just a basis through which we can identify that the total assets acquired by the owner by his own money or from borrowed money. The total assets acquired by the owner from his own money or borrowed money. Borrowed money is equal to the capital and liability. Just this is your, you can say, a definition of accounting equation, that it is a basis for double entry system in which total assets acquired by the owner from his own money or capital you can use, or borrowed money, is equal to the capital and liability. And we have to also satisfy this equation only. Means with the help of this definition, what formula we can create? So the formula will be total assets, or simply assets also you can write. Assets equal to capital plus liability. Means whatever assets you have, either they are purchased from your own capital or they are purchased from borrowed money. कि जितना भी एसेट्स है आपके पास, या तो आपने वो अपनी खुद की कैपिटल से परचेज किया होगा, और या फिर आपने वो बोरोड मनी मीन्स उधार लिए हुए पैसों से परचेज किया होगा. सो वी ऑलवेज हैव टू सेटिस्फाई दिस condition in this whole chapter. Means this chapter is basically based on numericals. So in all the questions we have to satisfy this condition, that assets will be equal to capital plus liability. So we have to solve it. So let's start taking a first example. So before taking the example, you keep in mind that at every step this equation should have to be satisfied. At every step means after every point this equation should be satisfied. Now look, I have a look. For example, suppose someone started business with cash, either me, you, anyone else. Someone started business with cash, rupee 1 lakh. Second point says that person also purchased a machinery for cash. It's just a simple example which is based on cash only. I'm giving you this example which is totally based on cash only. Means in this, after understanding this question, you will know that how to use the entries in which cash is involved. So purchase a machinery for cash rupee 7,000. Next point, sold machinery for rupee 5,000. Now here we can do some changes also. He sold machinery, we can write here costing rupee 7,000 for rupee 5,000. Sold machinery costing rupee 7,000 for rupee 5,000. Next point, rent paid rupee 2,000. Interest received rupee 900. Suppose this one is your question. Means these are the data which are given to you in question. So first of all, how to solve it, and what would be the format to prepare this accounting equation. In all the question we have to prepare what? We have to prepare an equation that is called accounting equation. So what is the format, under which format we have to prepare the accounting equation? So here it is. So here is the format. First we have to make a column for serial number. First we have to make a column for serial number. We have to prepare next column for the transactions or particulars, means details, in which we will write that what we have purchased or not. You can use another word, that is particulars. Next column is for the assets. Next column is for the assets, in which we will record all the assets. And what I said, which condition you have to satisfy? Assets equal to capital plus liability. So we have to write it here also, assets equal to capital plus liability, or you can write liability plus capital also. So always we have to satisfy this condition. So whatever be the example of assets we will find, we will record them in this row. So starting the first point, what is the first point? So the first point is started business with cash. So write it here, started business B/H with cash. So what you have to do, first you have to identify the line properly. First you have to understand the line properly. Ki when we are doing something, whatever activities, whatever thing is mentioned, ki what are the accounts that will be affected? What are the accounts that will be affected? So read the, and always keep in mind that we are always preparing the accounts from the companies or firms point of view, नॉट फ्रॉम द ओनर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. हम अकाउंट्स हमेशा कंपनी या फर्म के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बनाते हैं, ना कि ओनर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. सो वी ऑलवेज हैव टू थिंक फ्रॉम company's point of view. So on that basis, first information is started business with cash. So when you will start business with cash, what would be the impact of this transaction on business, on your firm, on your company? So if you are going to start the business with cash, then one thing is confirmed, that cash will reduce from your pocket, means you have to pay the cash. But where this cash will reach? This cash will reach to your firm, to your company. ये कैश कहाँ पहुँचेगा? आपकी फर्म में, आपकी कंपनी में. एंड व्हेन दिस कैश विल रीच टू योर कंपनी, देन कैश will be increase in your firm. So what you have to do, as cash is an asset, I told you in last class. So you have to create a column of cash, in which you have to increase the cash by 1 lakh rupee. So you will write it here 1 lakh, because cash is increasing. And what is the line? Started business with cash. And I told you, whatever amount we are investing, जो भी पैसा हम बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने टाइम लगाते हैं, that is called as our capital. That is called as our capital. So this 1 lakh would be the cash as well as your capital also. यही 1 lakh क्या कहलाएगी? हमारी कैपिटल. तो इट मीन्स कैश विल बी इंक्रीज इन फर्म एज वेल एज कैपिटल ऑफ द फर्म will also increase. So always keep in mind that each and every transaction have minimum 2 impact. Each and every transaction have minimum 2 impacts, because we are following what? Double entry system basis. What we are following? Double entry system basis. So on that basis, each and every transaction have minimum 2 impact. Each and every transaction have minimum 2 impacts. So 2 impacts are already shown. I hope it is clear. If whenever we are starting business, whatever capital we are in, whatever amount we are investing, that is our capital. That is our capital. So this time question says that started business with cash. So cash, this cash is your capital. This cash will be your capital also. Means cash increase hoga and your capital will also increase due to this point. Moving towards the second point. So second point says what? Purchase machinery for cash rupees 7,000. Purchase machinery for cash. What you have purchased? Machinery for cash. So forget what the question says, just apply your own brain, reach into the real life. If you will purchase anything for cash, what will happen? So the thing which will happen is, whatever thing you are purchasing, that will comes to you, and in return whatever you are paying, that will moves out from you. जो भी आप परचेज करेंगे वो आपके पास आएगा, रिटर्न में वॉट एवर यू आर पेइंग, दैट विल गो बियॉन्ड फ्रॉम यू, वो आपसे दूर चला जाएगा. इट मीन्स वॉट वी आर परचेजिंग? मशीन. सो मशीन विल इंक्रीज इन द फर्म. मशीन विल इंक्रीज इन द फर्म. एंड मशीन इज ऑल्सो एन एसेट. मशीन इज ऑल्सो एन एसेट. सो इन द हेडिंग ऑफ एसेट वी विल क्रिएट अनदर कॉलम फॉर machinery. we will create another column for machinery, and machinery purchase for rupee 7,000, यानी कितने रुपए की मशीन आएगी हमारे पास? So machine will increase by 7,000. Apart from this, what we are paying in return? What we are paying? So we are paying cash. तो अब हम मशीन खरीदने के लिए कैश पे कर रहे हैं, then definitely cash will reduce, and if anything will reduce, we have to use a bracket. We have to use what? We have to use a bracket. Now just do the total of these 2 points, and that will be called as your new equation. मीन्स ओवरऑल इन दोनों का फाइनल बैलेंस क्या कैलकुलेट हो गया है. सो 1 लाख माइनस 7,000 इट बिकम्स 93,000, एंड मशीनरी कम्स फॉर रुपीज 7,000. सो द ओवरऑल एसेट वी हैव 1 लाख. इज देयर एनी चेंज इन कैपिटल? सो नो, देयर इज नो चेंज. इट मीन्स कैपिटल इज सेम 1 lakh, no change in capital. So look at the both the sides. This side 93 plus 7 1 lakh, this side it is also 1 lakh. So it means the thing is, means the equation is correct one. Moving towards the third point. Third point says that sold machinery costing rupees 7,000 for rupee 5,000. कि जो मशीन 7,000 की थी उसे हमने कितने में सेल कर दिया? 5,000 में. So write it here. Sold machinery costing rupee 7,000 for rupee 5,000. So what we have sold? We have sold the machinery, and what was the cost of machine? 7,000. मीन्स जितने की मशीन थी पूरी सेल कर दी. इट मीन्स मशीन सेल कर रहे हैं तो what will increase or decrease? So machine will decrease because we are selling the machine. So we have to deduct 7,000 from the machinery. But how much cash we got? कितना पैसा मिला है? 5,000. It means cash will be increased by 5,000 only. And if you will notice the line, what line says कि 7,000 की machine थी but we sold it in 5,000 only. So it's normal thing कि if you are selling a product of 7,000 into 5,000, then you have to bear a loss of rupee 2,000. You have to bear a loss of rupee 2,000. So each and every profit and loss will create an impact on your capital. जो भी profit या loss होगा उसका impact कहाँ create होगा? तो आपकी capital पे. So due to this loss of rupee 2,000, your capital will be reduced. What will happen? What will be the effect of this loss? Your capital will be reduced. If there will be any profit, then your capital will increase. So again, do the totaling of these two equations. So you will get a new equation. So 93 plus 5, 98,000. 7 minus 7, it is 0. This side 1 lakh minus 2, 98,000. So this is your new equation, in which asset side is also 98, capital and liability side is also 98,000. Moving towards the fourth point. So fourth point is rent paid rupee 2,000. Rent paid. So if you will pay the rent, what will be the impact? So in return of rent, what you have to pay? You have to pay your cash. In return of rent, अगर आप rent देंगे तो क्या पे करेंगे? Cash पे करेंगे, definite सा point है. So when we will pay the rent of rupee 2,000, cash will be reduced by 2,000. And this one is an expense. This rent paid is an expense. So expense and income have an impact on capital only. Expense and income have an impact. Expense, income, profit, loss, these four items have an impact on capital only. कि कोई भी एक्सपेंस होगा, इनकम होगी, प्रॉफिट होगा, लॉस होगा, तो उसका इम्पैक्ट हमारे कैपिटल पे ही होना है. सो वी आर पेइंग रेंट, इट मीन्स कैश विल डिक्रीज एज वेल एज योर कैपिटल विल डिक्रीज. आपकी कैपिटल भी कम हो जाएगी. सो द टोटल, अगेन वी हैव टू डू द टोटल एंड वी विल गेट द न्यू इक्वेशन. So 98 minus 2, it is 96,000. This side there is no change. This side 98 minus 2, again here it is 96,000. I hope it is also clear. Moving towards the last point of the question, that is question number 5, which says that interest received rupee 9,000. Interest received rupee 9,000. in last point, fourth point, we were paying the rent. What we were doing, we were paying the rent. So if we will pay the rent, it is an expense. So for paying the rent, definitely we have to give the cash. For paying the rent, we have to give the cash. So that's why cash reduces as well as your capital reduces, because every profit, loss, income and gain has an impact over capital. कि कोई भी प्रॉफिट है, लॉस है, इनकम है, एक्सपेंस है, उनका इम्पैक्ट हमारी कैपिटल पे पड़ता ही पड़ता है. सो द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड ₹9,000. So this time we have an income. This time we have an income. We are receiving. So what we will receive in form of interest? So we will receive cash. So definitely cash will increase. As well as I told you, every income, profit, loss, expense have an impact on capital. So this time we are receiving. This time we are receiving. So because of it, our capital will also increase. Because of it, our capital will also increase. So now you have to do the totaling and you will get the new equation. So 96 plus 9, 1,05,000. 96 plus 9, 1,05,000. Value of machinery is already 0, so leave it. This side 96 plus 9, 1,07,000. So you can check both the 1 lakh, not 7, 1,05,000. So total of both the side is 1,05,000. So since assets equal to capital plus liability, you can write assets equal to capital plus liability. So at the end also this equation is satisfied. At the end also this equation is satisfied, or you can say this formula is satisfied, which I told you in the beginning. So I hope it is clear कि if you are paying anything, then definitely cash will reduce. If you are receiving anything, then definitely cash will increase. So one impact is clear, but you have to find out the another impact also. You have to find out the another impact also, because I told you in the beginning कि we are doing what? We are doing double entry system. We are studying double entry system. So each and every transaction have minimum 2 impact. Sometimes it can be more than 2. Like we have done this third point, we have sold machinery costing 7,000 for 5,000. So here 7,000 is reduced from the machine, 5,000 is added into the cash, and difference, that is loss of ₹2,000, that have an impact on capital also. So basically minimum 2 impacts are there, but sometime in some transaction there could be 3 or 4 impacts also. So I hope it is clear. Moving towards the next question, that is, so this question will be based on credit transactions. This question will be based on credit transaction. Apart from credit, few cash transactions were also involved, but basically it was based on credit transactions. So starting the first point, so same started business with cash. Started business with cash. Suppose amount is still same, 1,20,000 or something else. Second point, purchased. This time we are taking what? Goods. Purchase goods from Gopal, ₹24,000. Next line says that sold goods to Hari, ₹29,000. And here also costing ₹24,000. Costing ₹24,000 means goods having cost ₹24,000 are sold to Hari for ₹29,000. This is the point. Next point, purchase furniture from India Mart. Purchase furniture from India Mart, ₹32,000. Next point, take a rent received. This one is a cash transaction. Rent received ₹11,000. So suppose these 5 points are given. Suppose these 5 points are given. So let's include one also. Interest paid. Interest paid ₹4,000. So now you have to prepare an accounting equation on the basis of these few transactions. You have to prepare an accounting equation. So format, so you already know what is the format in which we have to place all these entries. So first we have to create a column of serial number. Next we have to create a column of transaction, or you can say particulars. Next we have to create a column for assets, and right one is for the capital and liability. So you can write it here: serial number, transactions or particulars, anything, transactions or particulars. Assets equal to capital plus liability, So this is the condition which we have to satisfy. Now read what is mentioned under this, means what we have to mention under this format. So first point says started business with cash rupee 1,20,000. Again, what will be affected with this point? So one is cash, and whenever we are starting business, so the thing which is invested, that is called as capital. So 2 points will be impacted, cash and capital. And you all know that cash is an asset. So under the heading of asset, you have to create a column of cash, and in capital you also have to write the amount, that is 120. So whenever we are starting business with cash as well as capital both will be increased. So write the first point: started business with cash. This was your first point. Moving towards the second point. Second point says that purchase goods from Gopal. So goods are the things in which the firm is dealing. So basically all the things, like in last question we purchased machinery, so we have created a column of machinery. In this question also we will purchase furniture. On fourth point में furniture purchase करेंगे, so we will write furniture. But for goods we don't need to write goods, because goods are the physical units or physical items in which a firm is dealing. So firm always have to maintain a stock of the goods. So whatever goods we have purchased or sold, we will record it by the name of stock. कि जो भी गुड्स में हम डील करेंगे उन्हें हम किस नाम से लिखेंगे? स्टॉक के नाम से शो करेंगे. सो सेकेंड पॉइंट इज परचेज गुड्स फ्रॉम गोपाल. सो राइट इट हियर: परचेज्ड गुड्स फ्रॉम गोपाल. So what we are purchasing goods? So as I told you in the last question, if we will purchase machine, then machine will increase. Here we will purchase goods. We are purchasing goods. So goods will increase. Goods means stock. So stock will increase by 24,000. But what I told you in the beginning, that this question is based on credit transaction. Credit transaction means those transactions in which we are not paying the cash immediately. We are not paying the cash immediately. So here name is mentioned. Name also denotes the non-payment of cash. If name is mentioned, only name, I am talking about only name. If name is mentioned, then it also means that cash has not been paid. If in any transaction name is only mentioned apart from cash, means that except cash, if there is no information about cash, only name is mentioned, like in this point, then it means the thing is purchase or sale in credit. So this point says that purchase goods from Gopal. It means goods are purchased from Gopal but on credit. Credit means उधार में purchase किया. And whenever I told you yesterday also कि whenever we are purchasing goods or anything else on credit, a liability is created. एक टेंशन क्रिएट हो जाती है जब भी हम कोई भी चीज़ उधार में परचेज करते हैं. सो liability will be increased because we are purchasing on credit. तो liability में आप गोपाल का नाम लिखना चाहें गोपाल लिख सकते हैं. If you want to write Gopal as creditor, then you can write creditor also. You can write any of the thing. So stock will increase as well as tension, means liability will increase by 24,000. Apart from stock, your liability will also increase by 24,000. Now do the total and find out your new equation. So there is no change in cash, so it will remain same as 1,20,000. Stock is increased by 24,000, so write it here. capital, there is no change in capital, so it will be 1,20,000, and creditors are also increased by 24,000. So check both the side, so it is same 144, this side it is also 144. It means both the points are correct from our side. Moving towards the third point, sold goods to Hari costing rupee 24,000 for rupee 29,000. कि वो गुड्स जिनकी कॉस्ट कितनी थी 24, उन्हें कितने में सेल कर दिया 29 में. एंड व्हाट वी आर सेलिंग गुड्स, सो आई टोल्ड यू दैट फॉर गुड्स वी हैव टू मेक अ कॉलम ऑफ स्टॉक. गुड्स के लिए हमें स्टॉक का कॉलम बनाना है, एंड वी हैव ऑलरेडी मेड इट, हमने इसे पहले ही बना रखा है. सो दिस टाइम वी आर सेलिंग, तो कितने का सामान सेल किया है, सो वी हैव सोल्ड द कॉस्ट ऑफ मीन्स गुड्स ऑफ 24,000. सो वी हैव टू डिडक्ट द 24,000 फ्रॉम स्टॉक. एंड एट वॉट अमाउंट वी हैव सोल्ड इट, किस अमाउंट पे सेल किया है, तो वी हैव सोल्ड इट इन 29,000. बट हेयर दिस पॉइंट इज ऑल्सो ऑन क्रेडिट बिकॉज नेम इज मैंशन. यहाँ भी क्या लिखा है, नेम मैंशन. एंड आई टोल्ड यू वेन एवर नेम इज मैंशन इट मीन्स ट्रांजेक्शन इज डन ऑन क्रेडिट. सो सोल्ड गुड्स टू हरी, this was the point. So if we are purchasing anything on credit like it was in second point, then creditors are created, but if we are selling anything on credit, then debtors will create. What will create? Debtors. If you want to write the name of debtor, then you can use the word Hari instead of debtor. यदि आप debtor का नाम लिखना चाहें तो आप हरी भी लिख सकते हैं, debtor भी लिख सकते हैं, anything you can write. So how much amount now we have to receive from the Hari, how much as right we have created, कितना पैसा लेने का अधिकार क्रिएट हो गया है. So as we sold the goods of 24 and 29, so right to receive 29,000 is created. कितने पैसे लेने का अधिकार बन गया हमारा 29,000 का. Now read the point, we are selling the goods of 24 and 29, 24,000 के goods को 29 में सेल कर रहे हैं. It means there is a profit of 5,000. And I told you if there is any profit, loss, income, expense, that will have a direct impact on your capital. So I hope this point is also clear. So calculate the new equation. What will be the new equation in this case? There is no change in cash still, so it will be 1,20,000. Stock becomes 0 and debtors becomes 29,000. Capital is increased by 5,000, so that's why it becomes 1,27,000 and it is 24,000. No change in creditor. So do the totaling. 120 plus 29, 149. This side it is, what will be the balance at this side? So this side, 120 plus 5 it becomes 125, not 127. So this side also it becomes 1,49,000. Like in the same way you can also check your mistakes. If the total of both the sides are not equal, it means you have done something wrong. Then